All right, let's talk about something that drives so many of us crazy, leg cramps. If you're just plain tired of being woken up in the middle of the night by that awful, painful seizing in your legs, then you are in exactly the right place. Today, we're going to dive into 3 super simple, everyday foods that can really help you get some relief. So let's get into it. You know that feeling, right? That sudden, shocking muscle spasm that just completely wrecks a good night's sleep? It is so frustrating, it's obviously painful, and it can leave your muscles feeling all stiff and sore the next day. But what if the answer wasn't in some complicated medicine? That's right. Believe it or not, the key to cramp-free legs could be waiting for you on your next trip to the grocery store. We're going to explore how choosing the right foods can actually relax your muscles, boost your circulation, and stop those cramps before they even get a chance to start. But hang on, before we get to the superfoods, let's take a quick second to understand what we're actually up against. I mean, what is really going on inside our muscles that causes these things to happen in the first place? A lot of the time, the root of the problem comes down to this one word, sarcopenia. Now, it sounds kind of technical, but all that really means is the natural, age-related loss of muscle. As we get older, our muscles can get weaker, they get tired more easily, and that makes them a perfect target for cramping. So this is the problem we're aiming to fix with what we eat. So let's jump right into our first solution. Kicking things off is a true breakfast champion, the mighty egg. You really can't underestimate this little guy. It is an absolute powerhouse for building and keeping your muscles strong and healthy. Check this out, 6 grams. Now, that might not sound like a huge number, but this is 6 grams of complete, high-quality protein. That means it has all 9 of the essential amino acids your body absolutely needs to fight back against that sarcopenia and keep your muscles in fantastic shape. And this really shows you what that protein is doing. It's not just a number on a label. It's like a little repair crew for your body. It actively rebuilds tired muscle fibers, it helps your muscles contract more smoothly and efficiently, and it gives a boost to your overall strength. All of that works together to make those painful cramps way less likely. Eggs also bring some vitamin D to the party, which is crucial for muscle function. But here's where we need to be a little realistic. A single egg gives you about 40 IUs, when really, seniors need something closer to 800 or even 1,000 IUs a day. So the takeaway, eggs are a fantastic team player, but they can't win the game on their own. You gotta pair them with other vitamin D sources like fortified milk or some fatty fish. And get this, it's not just about the muscles. There's another piece to the puzzle, your nerves. Sometimes cramps happen because of scrambled signals between your brain and your muscles. Well, the vitamin B12 and choline in eggs act like protectors for your nerve pathways, making sure that communication stays clear and smooth. Now, I know what some of you are probably thinking, but what about cholesterol? It's a fair question, but modern research has really cleared things up. For most healthy seniors, eating around an egg a day, so 6 or 7 a week, is perfectly safe and it's not going to mess with your cholesterol. It's a simple, powerful, and safe choice. All right, let's move on to superfood number 2. It's cheap, it's easy to find, and it is famous for a very good reason. We are talking about the humble banana, your absolute go-to for the essential minerals your muscles are practically begging for. This is why bananas are just so good at this job. Seriously, think of it as nature's perfect anti-cramp cocktail. In just one banana, you're getting a big dose of potassium, a nice hit of magnesium, and even some vitamin B6. It is a triple threat against those muscle spasms. So how does this little cocktail work its magic? Well, potassium is kind of like the traffic cop. It regulates your muscle contractions and nerve signals. Magnesium is the chill-out mineral. It's a natural muscle relaxant that prevents that painful tightening. And then vitamin B6 just supports the whole operation by keeping your nervous system healthy. They all work together beautifully. Okay, so this brings us to a super popular question. I'm sure you've heard this tip before, but is it actually true? Can eating a simple banana before you go to sleep really prevent those awful cramps that hit in the middle of the night? The answer is a big, resounding yes. Those electrolytes we just talked about, the potassium and magnesium, they get to work while you're sleeping, helping to keep your muscles relaxed and in balance. For the best effect, try eating one about an hour or 2 before you hit the hay.
And now for our third and final category of cramp-fighting superfoods. And trust me, you do not want to underestimate these little guys. Let's talk about nuts and seeds because they are absolutely jam-packed with muscle-loving nutrients.
Okay, let's focus on magnesium because this is where nuts and seeds really shine. Remember how magnesium is that natural muscle relaxant? Well, these guys are loaded with it. I mean, look at pumpkin seeds. A single 1-ounce serving gives you about 40% of what you need for the whole day. That is incredible. And what's so cool here is you can totally mix and match depending on what your body needs. It's not just about the magnesium. If you feel like you need a potassium boost, pistachios are an amazing choice. If you want a fantastic all-rounder that gives you both, almonds are your friend. This lets you kind of customize your snack to fight cramps. But the benefits don't even stop there. There's another secret weapon hiding in nuts like walnuts and almonds. They're healthy fats. These fats are great for improving your circulation and calming down inflammation. And better blood flow means more oxygen and nutrients can get to your leg muscles, which makes them much happier and way less likely to cramp up. So when is the best time to eat them? Well, the great news is you've got plenty of options. You can toss them in with your meals to help your body absorb all the nutrients. You can grab a handful after a walk to replace the electrolytes you lost. Or you can have a small snack before bed to help keep your muscles nice and relaxed all night long. Okay, we have covered a ton of ground, so let's bring it all home and wrap it up into a super simple, clear action plan that you can start using like today. Here it is, your simple anti-cramp shopping list. You need eggs for that amazing protein to repair your muscles. You need bananas for the potassium and magnesium to keep muscles relaxed. And you need nuts and seeds for even more electrolytes and to boost circulation. And please, do not forget the bonus tip. Hydration is so important. Being dehydrated is a huge trigger for cramps, so make sure you're drinking plenty of water. The main thing to take away from all this is that you have the power to fight back against these awful leg cramps, and it can start right in your own kitchen. So the only question left is, which of these delicious, powerful foods are you going to add to your plate first? Thanks for joining me today.